Hey guys, Fallen Genji here today with another video. Today we're going to be doing a video about Lucio and if he's any good or not. So first of all, I'd like to say that I don't actually have a gameplay for Lucio because whenever I seem to record I always do terrible with Lucio, but as soon as I'm not recording I literally have like one of the best games I've ever had. I literally get like gold medals for healing, support and everything else. So yeah, I'm just going to throw one of these Genji gameplays I've got in the background, seeing as he is the main character I use in this game, so I've got most gameplays with him anyway. So first of all, with Lucio, we're going to speak about his abilities to start off with, and then get into some later information about the character, weaknesses and so on. So first of all, we know that he can wall ride, which means he can wall run up walls. You can actually do like a lot of really nice plays with that. I've seen plays of the game where someone rides up a wall and sees the entire team on the bridge and blows them all off. Like literally uses his LT sonic amplifier and blows them off the map. It was absolutely insane. I think it's the best one I've seen so far. Which brings us on to his next ability, which is sonic amplifier. He can hit enemies with sonic projectiles, which knocks them back with the blast of sound. So basically, it just pushes people back, gets them off the objective. Or he can actually use environmental kills to actually eliminate the enemy team, which is actually quite good. He also has crossfade, which allows him to switch between two songs. One song, which you start off with when you first select the character, is his speed ability, which you can make allies near you go faster as well as yourself, which is actually really good. It says that he energizes himself and nearby teammates with music. You can switch between the two songs, one which amplifies movement and the other one health. So which brings on to health. So health, it can actually restore HP of all teammates within your area. It comes up with like a little number in the center of the screen, and it basically says how many teammates are in your area and whether you should like amp it up, which we'll get into now. And basically, the more teammates in your area, you obviously want to try and stick with more teammates because you're a support class. So amp it up anyway. Amp it up increases the volume of the speakers, which boosts the effects of both the songs, and the speed and the health. So if you put it on the speed, then it makes your whole team go like really fast for a short period of time, for about 3 seconds. And if you put it on the health one, you restore health like 3 times as quickly for about 3 seconds, which is quite good if you're in a desperate position where you need to just keep your team alive against the enemy team who are pushing you. And his final ability, which is sound barrier, which is his ultimate. It says that projectile waves radiate out from Lucio's sonic amplifier, briefly providing him and nearby allies with personal shields. It basically boosts their HP up to like 700. Well, obviously depending on what character you are, it boosts it by like 3 to 4 times, I believe. So you're basically invincible for about 5 to 7 seconds, I think. So it's actually quite good if you need to just stay alive for a little short period of time. And it's actually kind of a bit like Zenyatta's, the way you can keep people alive, but it's not as effective because you can still die if the whole team aims at one person, which is probably highly unlikely, but you know, it could happen sometime. So yeah, anyway, now we're moving on to his weaknesses. So weaknesses for Lucio are probably tanks, due to the fact that his weapon, which just shoots, like sonic waves at people. It's really weak. It's basically his RT. I didn't actually explain that, but just his normal shooting ability, you just shoot these really weak projectiles. So basically, he's kind of boarded out by tanks because you can't do anything to them. So if you're using Lucio, you kind of need to rely on teammates against tanks to take them out. I mean, you can still get a bit of extra damage off to help your teammates, but it's not really amazing to be able to take out tanks. So look out for tanks if you see any of those. And things which he's actually really good against, are probably offensive characters, because as I said before, the way you can blow people back, because they're not like fat like tanks, you can literally just blow them back really easily and they can go like a far distance. Although Genji can wall run, Hanzo can also wall run, so if you're knocking someone off the map and it's Genji or Hanzo, they're probably not going to fall off because they can just climb back up again. But yeah, they're not offensive characters against the Lucio aren't too good. Another thing to point out as well, if your team has a Lucio as well as the other team, then it's kind of like a Lucio war. Like, you kind of want to remove the Lucio before you remove the players. It's a bit like Mercy as well. You kind of want to remove the support class before you before the actual team members, because they can easily get restored. Maybe not Symmetra or maybe Zenyatta. They're not too. Those two aren't too healy like, but Lucio and Mercy especially, they can heal your team within seconds. So if you're playing a game of Hardpoint or whatever you want to call it on like Ilios, for example, I think it's called the Grease map, you want to always ensure that you can remove Lucios and Mercies from the board. But yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. I think I've covered everything about Lucio. And overall, he's probably one of my favourite characters. He's got some nice skins. He's just a bit of a creative character, to be honest. He's a bit different to most of the other heroes. And there's a lot of cool stuff on YouTube that people have done out of him, including like remixes. Like, I was watching a video the other day, and it was like a remix made out of like sound effects within Overwatch. So like Genji throwing his ninja blades, McCree like fan hammering, and Soldier 76 using his ability, and just stuff like that, just all mashed together to make a song. It was really good. If you want to see the video anyway, I'll link it down in the description, because it is absolutely insane. The guy must have spent absolute hours doing that, and yeah, hands down to him. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video today, guys, then be sure to leave a like, and hopefully I'll just get some more of this content out for you in the future. But yeah, thanks for watching again, guys. See you next video. Peace.